Hi guys, so today I am making my first YouTube video, I guess. This video, everybody's probably already knows. If you know me, you probably already know I'm pregnant. I am gonna be 15 weeks tomorrow. And I don't know, I wanted to do this YouTube video for a while now, like since I found out. And I found out a while ago now, clearly, because I'm almost 4 months. So the way I found out I was pregnant with my child is kind of an interesting story, actually. So it was my first day of work at this place I used to work downtown by my house, and I was perfectly fine the entire morning, nothing wrong at all, right? I'm in work, I'm watching my manager do something. It's my first day, by the way, so that makes it great. And then I just felt really dizzy and like lightheaded and nauseous. Not even really nauseous, I guess. Just like really hot, and like my vision went really blurry. Kind of like if you know when you ever get up really fast and you're like, whoa, like your vision. That's what happened to me, and I thought it was gonna come back to me, and it just got worse and worse. And I asked her, can I go? And then I asked her if I can go get some water. And I walk out the kitchen door. No clue what happened between the kitchen and going out to get water in the lobby. It's a restaurant, by the way. And yeah, I just came back to where I was, and I was on the floor, and like all my coworkers like, oh my god, are you okay, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't feel well. And they're like, do you want me to call somebody? Do you want me to call your boyfriend? You know, because they knew him, because he actually applied to work there too. But no, I was just like, do you call an ambulance or something? And I'm like, I don't feel alright. They're like, okay, we're gonna call an ambulance. And so I get to the ER, and apparently, I had like what's it called? I have the papers right here. Syncope, something like that, where I just fainted. And it's funny, the nurse that was in the hospital with me, she knows me. So she was like, she came in my room, it was really funny. She was like, we're gonna do a pregnancy test because I think you could be pregnant. I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. That's a lie. Not pregnant. Sorry. Not gonna happen today. And so then they did the test. She came back and she's like, yeah, you're not pregnant. You were right. And I was like, see, I told you I'm not pregnant. And she was like, well, then we really don't know why you passed out, because usually if you pass out like this, it's from a heart problem. But they did a test for like your heart or something, and I was fine. So it wasn't my heart. I wasn't pregnant. So I was like, okay, well, clearly it's nothing. I'm just gonna go home. And my grandma showed up, and she was like trying to have me like stay at her house, and they're like, you shouldn't be seen, like you shouldn't be like not seen, you shouldn't be like alone, you need to have someone with you in case you pass out again. And knowing me, like I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna pass out again. It was just a one-time thing. Probably needed water or some shit. I don't know. And then I was perfectly fine the whole rest of the week. And this happened, by the way, sorry. This happened on a Monday morning. And then Monday happened. I went and did grocery shopping that night, perfectly fine. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. So I was at the pet store. Forgot who I was with. I was with somebody, I think a friend of mine or something. And then so I went to the pet store. Everything was fine. We were leaving the pet store. I don't know what we were doing. I think we were looking at the kittens or something. We left the pet store. I felt fine. My friend left. They had work or something, or they got picked up. I was taking the bus. I was walking to the bus, and all of a sudden I felt dizzy, nauseous, like not nauseous. Why do I keep saying nauseous? I felt like, well, no, I kind of did feel a bit like that. I just felt really dizzy and warm, and like I didn't feel okay, so I ended up calling 911, and I like stumbled to like sit down in this grass. I sit down, and then they're like, oh, do you need an ambulance? And I was like, yeah, probably. I don't feel so well. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. And they're like, okay, calm down, and then they finally got here, like, whole sirens and all that good stuff. So dramatic. And then they were like, so do you think you're pregnant? And I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. And they're like, well, you might be. And I was like, well, you're fired fighter, you don't know that, so no. And I go to the freaking hospital. It was the worst one ever. The hospital I went to on Monday was the one I like way better. They were nicer and they just know what they're doing there. This one, horrible. I'm gonna make another video on this experience with this entire like hospital department, just horrible people. Anyways, so they take me there and I was like, ugh, I really don't want to be at this one, but they were already deciding to go there. So anyway, I get there, they like hook me up to these heart monitors because again they think I have a heart condition, that I'm passing out because there's something wrong with my heart. And I was like, no, there's something wrong with my heart. So I'm just sitting in here and this nurse, they do okay, I forgot to mention this. The first time I passed out on Monday, they did an IV in my arm. So annoying, worst experience ever. And they're like, we might need it for something. They never needed it for anything. Second time around this hospital, so Friday, they ended up taking blood from my IV. Really creepy. Definitely don't recommend it. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was just creepy. So they do like hook up to the heart monitors, thinking there's something wrong with me, trying to do heart tests and all this stuff. And then like my nurse, like it was funny because everybody was like coming in and like doing different things, and like whenever a time I need to like water or something, there was nobody around. So shitty there. But people are like coming in here asking me questions, doing tests, this and that. And my nurse was like, oh, can you go to the restroom and take a urine sample to do a pregnancy test, you know? Because you might be pregnant. And I was like, they just did one like not even a week ago. I'm not pregnant. That's a lie. And I've actually like, you know, I looked at my phone because I have an app on my phone and it says like, oh, 1 day till next period. I was like, ha, imagine if I am pregnant, right? Yeah, silly me, I actually was. So I ended up going to the bathroom, using in a cup, you know, whatever, washed my hands, came back out and gave it to my nurse. Not even like 10 minutes later, this doctor and like this like doctor's assistant lady came in. And the doctor, he came in here, was like, so you're pregnant, blah, 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 this test, that test, and then left. And I was just in complete shock. I had to ask my nurse, I'm like, are you sure? Like, is there any way the test could be wrong? And she's like, well, no, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we can take your blood and we'll see what that results say, you know, because if it's urine and blood both say positive, it's clearly you're pregnant. But me, I was like, there's no way I'm pregnant. I can't be, like, you know, I didn't think I was. And that's me saying I didn't think I was pregnant I was like, that's another story. There's a story behind that because I actually didn't think I ever could get pregnant. But that's a complicated story. Don't know if I'll ever say that one. But moral of the story, I did think I could have kids. So then they tell me this and I was like, you're lying, like do another test. And they're like, we're not doing another test, you're pregnant. And I did an ultrasound, sure enough, your girl was pregnant. So yeah. And then my dad like ended up coming to the hospital because they were gonna like, he wanted to see if he could take me home yet or something. And he's like texting me, what's going on? What are they doing? What's wrong? Because he thought too that I had a heart problem. Everybody thought I had a heart problem. And I'm like, no guys, I kind of don't. Because everybody like my grandma, my grandpa, and I think even my dad kind of a little bit now has heart problems. So they all thought, oh, it runs in her family, she just has a heart condition, she probably fainted because of that, oh well. Well, not oh well, but you know what I mean. So my dad is texting me, he's like, what's going on, are you okay? Because all of a sudden like he was like all worried because I passed out like twice in 1 week. So he was like, what's going on? I'm gonna come down there and come get you and see if I can just take you home because clearly there's nothing wrong with you. You know, they said there's nothing wrong. Because there wasn't anything wrong, I was just pregnant. So then my dad comes and right when he comes there, they're having me go get an ultrasound. And the lady that took me to the ultrasound, she's like, we'll just tell your dad that you like, they wanted to check and make sure you were okay for something, or something totally that didn't make any sense, but I feel like a dad would believe it, you know? So my dad ended up, I don't think he knew I did an ultrasound then. No, I don't think so. And then I ended up convincing, because they wanted to do more tests, which the tests they did kind of weren't really necessary, and that conversation, like that story, I guess, can, like, you know, I'll add more into the next video I do. But so I ended up leaving. I was like, oh, I'll have my neighbor take me home. It was my neighbor, I'm not gonna say her name, but we don't talk anymore. But she's like an older lady that knows me from church and stuff, and she was like, oh yeah, I'll take you home. And it's funny because I was so nervous to get in the car that night to have her come get me, take me home, because the week before that, not a week before that, on that Monday, she took me home as well, and she even asked me, are you pregnant? And I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. And I knew she was gonna ask me tonight on the Friday that she didn't, but she didn't, luckily. So, but I think she kind of just knew, like, she was like, I know. But I was like, no, you don't, no, because she knows my grandma and my dad, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, please don't. So then I'd end up leaving, and then they ended up, like, my doctor was like, so the same doctor that literally told me, yeah, you're pregnant, blah, 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 and then left. That was it. He comes back into my room and telling me, well, can we change your room because we need to do an exam because we think you have internal bleeding and that you're having an ectopic pregnancy, and if you are, you need to do emergency surgery. I was like, wait, what? No. Lie. First you tell me I'm pregnant, now I'm losing this child and I'm gonna have to do emergency surgery. Like, what the fuck? So anyway, complete idiot doctor. Does the exam. Not even 5 minutes later, he comes back after talking to the OB on call or whatever. He's like, so actually no, I was wrong. You're perfectly fine. You and your baby are fine. You guys are both healthy. Just send your discharge papers and there'll be a follow-up place to go. And yeah, have a good day. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, first you tell me I'm pregnant, don't even look at me when you say it. And then he, like, just tries to say I needed emergency surgery, and then that was it. So yeah, that was great. And then I ended up just going home. My neighbor got me, I got Taco Bell. So yeah. I have some ultrasound photos I can show you guys. This was my first ultrasound photo on the first day of school, actually. Right here, that is the pregnancy right there. Right there. So small. There was literally nothing. I forgot how far along I was then. I was really early though, because I actually found out I was pregnant on, where does it say? Sorry, I'm like trying to find this date. I think it was the 9th. Yeah, okay. So I found out on August the 9th, 2019, clearly. Okay, so then that was the first ultrasound. And then this was the second one. That was the 21st. This was only like a week later. Where is it? Right there. Right there. Really small. And then I ended up changing doctor's offices. That ultrasound I just showed you was the last one I ever got from there because I ended up changing doctors, which is another story that I will explain in the next video, I promise. And then these are the 2 ultrasound photos that I have from the new one. These ones are from the 8th of October. And then, wait a minute, hold on. Oh no, wait. No, I'm wrong. These are not the 8th, I'm sorry. These are the 2nd. And then I had to do some sort of testing, and these are from the 7th. Cute, right? But yeah, I'm pretty sure I plan to do more videos. I don't know if I'll get, like, you know, YouTube famous, but I don't know, I just think it'd be a good idea to, like, you know, film my journey, all my stories, because believe me, the way people found out about my pregnancy is really funny. Actually really fucking annoying and made me really angry, but they're funny now that I think about it. Like, I plan to do a video about how my dad found out, another video about how my grandma found out. The reason my grandma is a video in itself is because she just reacted really shittily. And yeah, honestly, I don't know if I'll make the video about how my grandma found out, just because I don't want her to end up seeing that video and her, like, you know, get mad and have the whole family mad at me. I mean, I'm already a teen mom, so I mean, the family's kind of mad at me as it is. But yeah, and definitely I'll make a video about how my dad found out, because that was, I hate doctors from that visit, like. Anyway, yeah, that was my first video. It is literally over 16 minutes long. I don't know if anyone will watch it, but yeah, I plan to do a next video how my grandma and my dad found out, maybe my grandma. I might just, you know, do a little, like, 2-minute story about how she found out with my dad's video, and then the video of why I changed doctor's offices. So yeah, if you guys want to see other videos, let me know. Oh, I find out the gender on the 15th of November, so I might do like a cute little video for that, maybe, I don't know. Well, thank you for watching if you end up watching this 17-minute video. Bye guys.